Welcome back, everyone. How's it going? Tonight we have a guest whose recent story have been viral all over the internet. And tonight she was kind enough to accept our invitation to come on Life in Haiti and share her story from her mouth without all that everybody else is sharing. I ask that as you tune in tonight to please be kind. Allow her to share her story without the attack. Everybody is human, and none of us have lived a life where we don't make mistakes. What happens is some of us, our mistakes cost us more than others. We're not here to judge, but we are definitely here to debunk some of the stories we've heard, debunk some of the stuff we've heard behind the mugshots, and hopefully you guys will be moved to be able to bring some assistance to this young lady. So I trust that tonight conversation we're gonna be kind. You guys are gonna ask questions too, as we always do. And let me welcome our guest tonight. And don't forget, guys, to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Marie Noog, Dima Scott. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Everyone, thank you over them all. Morel, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. How's it going?
I'm fine. I'm good.
Well, I am glad to have you as a guest tonight. Meet the woman herself, live in person.
Hey, everybody.
Miss, Miss Haitian Impress. For I know a lot of people do not know you, but they probably have heard your story. Tonight, I want to give you the opportunity to introduce yourself and share with the audience who exactly are you.
Well, right now I'm in Haiti. I was deported June 18th. Due to the fact that I overstayed my visa back in 1982. But at 5 years old, I couldn't control my legal issues. I was brought to America by my grandmother. She's now deceased.
Hold on, hold
And
on.
when,
Don't move too fast. You don't have to be nervous, right? I want you to
okay,
just, I know it's not something you used to, but I want you to just take a breather and relax, right?
okay,
Life in Haiti is not here on the attack. Like, make yourself at
okay.
home, right? I want you to share with people, above all of that, who are you? Who is Joanne Morel as a woman, as an individual?
Well, first of all, I'm a I'm a child of God, and I'm a mother. I'm a grandmother, and I am a humanist. I believe in love, peace, and I also believe in purpose, and I also believe in people should be given a second chance, especially when they were misguided and was not able to be instructed the proper way. Being an orphan and not having parents played a big role in my life. I raised myself. At the age of 13, I was kicked out of my grandmother's house because she felt like she didn't have time to raise me. So I basically raised myself. Being that I raised myself, I made a lot of mistakes along the way. I met the wrong men. I got involved in the wrong activities. But with that being said, I've learned from a lot of mistakes, throughout my life. And I'm here in Haiti seeing the horrific situation that I'm in. I'm humbled and I'm grateful to be alive because I've endured some horrific situations while in Haiti. When I first got here, the week that I was here,
Hold
because I
on a
was
second.
homeless.
Hold on a second. Now, a lot of people are probably wondering, when did you arrive to Haiti? How long have you been on Haiti? So,
Well, since June 18th, I came to Haiti.
on June 18th, share with us how did that day go? And let's say the week prior, when did you find out that you were up against deportation? What was that like up to June 18th?
Well, I was placed on an order of supervision. The immigration system has been trying to deport me for over since 2004, but they couldn't deport me because of the recent earthquake that happened in Haiti back in 2011. So they kept letting me out, and I was on order of supervision. But when I came to my appointment June 18th to when I got to my appointment June 18th, they said they're not renewing my order of supervision, that they're deporting me, and they have a plane ready for me. So I stayed in the immigration facility for like 2 days, and then I was placed on an airplane. I'm sorry I said June 18th was the day I came to Haiti. I probably came to Haiti on the 19th or the 20th. I'm not sure.
On the 19th or the 20th. Okay. So once they share with you, you're coming back to Haiti. I know that's devastating news. How do you prepare yourself to come into Haiti? What is your home life like in the United States? What are some support that you have supporting you through this transition?
To be honest with you, at 47 years old, I was the head of my household. And I always been a loner. I stayed by myself. I didn't have no friends. I isolated away from my family because of the trauma that I endured in their hands. So being raised with Haitian family is it was not a um, typical life for me. I suffered under verbal abuse and mental attacks, and like I said, I've been on my own since I was 13. I struggled through life financially, mentally, but I always found my way back to reality. When I was deported, I was living alone in my own home in Titusville. I got arrested for misuse of 911 because I allowed my paranoia and the fear of my neighbors had me keep calling 911 nonstop, to the point where the neighborhood gained against me and requested for them to arrest me because they felt like I was a tyrant. When I got to jail for the misuse of 911, I immediately bonded out.
Hold on. We're gonna get there, but I don't want us to go too fast. I promise you we're
Okay.
gonna get there, right? But on June the 18th, let's just say rounding about, you're coming into Haiti. When you get to Haiti, when you on this plane, share with us what's on your mind. What are you thinking? You know, you already don't have a support. So I'm guessing now you leave your apartment and you don't have anyone that you can rely on to handle some things for you. So now you're on a plane and you're heading to Port-au-Prince, Haiti, or Cap Haitian. Where
Yeah.
originally are you from, and where were you taken once you were brought back to Port-au-Prince?
I'm originally from Port-au-Prince, but ICE claimed that there's no airplanes flying to Port-au-Prince because of the gang violence. So I was left at OCOP. OCOP. I don't have no family, no friends, nobody, nobody. When I say nobody, nobody. I really relied on God. And I prayed that God would send an angel or somebody my way that would sympathize with my situation and guide me and maneuver me and house me until I can figure out the next step.
Wow. So
I was just
you being brought to Cap Haitian. You don't know anyone. So once you arrive there, what is it like? Are you deported with other people? Is
we
there other people on the plane being returned to Haiti?
there was a bunch of us, maybe like 40 or 50 of us, a few women, and everybody knew somebody because I was the only one that was like 42 years in the United States, left at 5. So I was lost. I didn't know anything. I never been on Haiti soil that I can remember. So a lot of the people that were getting deported, they were getting deported like 2 years after being away from Haiti. So they understood the system and they understood the protocol. I didn't. I was blind to the fact. I was just placed here, gave ICE gave the OCAP airport some money for us. They gave us like $75 equivalent American money. They gave it to us. I didn't understand the money. I got extorted, exploited. They just took my, because I didn't know where I was going. I trusted in other people that came with me to take me places, to show me what to do and how to do it. We got a room for the night at OCAP.
So hold on.
I
You
can't
meet
remember.
somebody there. You meet someone there. So
Yeah.
the person that you meet at the airport is just a random person that you start speaking to,
Yes,
right?
just a random person
And from
that's,
speaking with them, you quickly shared, hey, I'm just coming here. Maybe you're emotional. I was very emotional, crying,
yeah.
right? So everybody just wanted to help. And this guy,
Yes.
he steps up and he says he wants to help. And how did he propose that he would assist you?
Well, he told me that he lives with his mom, his auntie, is a family house. I'll be safe there. Come with him. He's going to help me. I can stay there until I can get on my feet. So I decided to tag along with him because we were like making a pact. It was another young lady with us too because she lived in Port-au-Prince. So we figured we'll just stay with him until we can get to the next journey. However, that quickly changed. The man became dominant and became aggressive. So I called another guy that gave me his phone number at the airport, and I quickly left that situation. So I only stayed there overnight, and I quickly left that situation and went with the other guy. This guy, he tricked me. He was buying food, he was making me at home. But in the midnight hour, when it's all said and done, all the lights, they didn't have lights in this part of the Providence. It was pitch dark. I had to rely on my phone and my light and the phone for light. So when I get to the little cottage where he lives, I don't know what they call these mud houses. He just took advantage of me. The next day, I woke up, took a shower in the river. I felt unstable. I felt disgusted. I felt taken advantage of. And I just got up and just called somebody else that I met on the plane to take a chance. And they brought me to another place in Ocala.
I'm here. So when they take you to another place, is that now was that place a little safer for you?
It was safer because I was around women and children. And he just left me there and told me to contact my family so I can get some support. I can stay there as long as I needed to.
Now, I know that this is personal, but my heart goes out to you that that did happen to you. I hope when you get a chance, you get yourself like checked to make sure that you wasn't contaminated with anything.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure how Cap Haitian work, but it's very important for you to get that checked out so that you
Yeah.
don't live with something, and maybe whatever happens, it wasn't your fault. You can kind of get some assistance, some help with it early on, because you just never know.
Yes.
If he's doing that to you,
Yes.
he's probably done that to many others, right?
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
you, at what age did you go to the United States? And now you can share some of the background about you and what brought you to Haiti.
Well, I came to the United States at the age of 5. To be honest, I can't really remember the trip. All I know, I never even remember being in Haiti or lived in Haiti. All I knew was I was living with my grandmother and my auntie at the age of 5. And the reason I know it's the age of 5 because as I got older, I went and looked at my passport and I seen a visiting visa 82. And 82, I had to be 5. That's the only way I knew I was 5. But for the most part, I grew up as an American. I went to elementary in America, went to high school in America. I had my first child at 14, not because I was hot in the pants, well, because I was coerced by my grandmother that I should start dating. I need to find somebody to help me out financially because she's not going to be able to do this for the rest of her life because she's busy. She has her own problems and her own issues. So when I was introduced to my baby daddy, he was like 24, I want to say, and I was 14 years old. When he impregnated me, I didn't even know I was pregnant. As my stomach grew, my grandmother said, "Something's wrong, you're pregnant." And from then, I took the responsibility as an adult. I brainwashed myself to think that I was an adult and just had my child and lived with my baby daddy. And when I turned 17, after the second baby, I removed him away from my life because going to therapists and other mental health wards, they diagnosed me with PTSD. They said that I am traumatized. I need to. They even I'm diagnosed bipolar, also because at 7 years old, I have two family members that were molesting me. I never spoke up until I turned like 30 something. Then I confronted them and I told them, I understand what you did and I know what you did. And this caused me a lot of problems as far as temporize. Um, I'm not coexisting. I don't know how to handle drama trauma situations where a normal person would probably be able to sit down and talk. For a long time I carried this anger in me and I had a hate for men. So I just isolated from the whole world and tried to thought I was healing myself, but I was really tearing my life apart. It didn't dawn on me until later on in life after the second baby daddy at 17 years old traumatized me the same way. It didn't dawn on me. I needed to just get a break off life and just be by myself. But as you know, financially being by yourself, you cannot save any money. You can't really do the things that other people that went to college, that waited to have kids do. So I was lacking in a lot of ways. So when
Let
people
me
say that,
let me ask you, what when you had your first child, and what state did you have your first child?
I was 14 years old when I
No,
got
the
pregnant.
state.
I
What state?
Florida. All my children were born in Florida.
So in Florida, when a teenager is pregnant at the age of 14, do you go to the doctor?
Well, in Florida, they have a school called COPE. I registered myself into COPE, and I became an emancipated adult, and I just lived an adult life. I didn't have no parents. I didn't have nobody that's an adult over me that would, intervene in my decisions. So I basically just took the role as an adult and lived my life as a mother. I became a parent.
So now moving forward, once you have your first child, Joanne, did it ever cross your mind that I'm in the United States, I'm Haitian, I am alone, I need to do something to try and find some stability because no one else have my back. You have the second child. Once you have the second child, right? Did it ever cross your mind to kind of slow down and, you know?
I don't want to say that. Okay, I had my first child at 14. I couldn't legally go fill out any type of paperwork until I became 18 years old. So I was waiting for 18 years old to go fill out some papers. I was just living under the radar. You have to understand, I was taken advantage of by an older guy that got me pregnant, because if he knew better, he would have put me in a place where he wouldn't have gave me so many kids. He dominated my life. He controlled my ins and out because he was the breadwinner. He was the one who provided. So I had to listen to what he said do. I was not focused on immigration at 14 years old. I was focusing on living. I was on survival mode.
No, I'm not speaking on immigration. I'm speaking just as a young lady living, and now you're a young mother moving forward, 17. You know, what was your last grade you completed? Did you continue to go to school, or how did that happen?
Well, I dropped out of school at 15 to raise my kids because I didn't have nobody else to take care of them for me. I dropped out of school at 15. I was in 10th grade. But
Okay.
later on, I went and got a GED.
Okay. Let's go into the audience, guys. Let's go into the audience. And thank you everyone for tuning in. I don't see hi Marie this Hugh. How do I join? If I will share the link, guys, and you guys can come in and respectfully ask questions in a minute. Zotun asked, did he get arrested? Did he get arrested? The 24-year-old guy that um, had you pregnant at the age of 14?
I lived in fear all my life. I feared that if I told anybody that I can get in trouble. I lived in fear. I was not educated. I was not around people that would lift me up and teach me and guide me. I'm raising myself blindly. I lived in fear. I just lived in fear. That's all I know. That's all I can remember. Me fighting to not get in trouble. I didn't know that people can get in trouble for messing with somebody my age until I became an adult and realized, and it dawned on me, I was being taken advantage of through therapeutic help.
Wow.
But at 14 going, I didn't realize nothing. All I knew is I had to keep the house clean. I had to open my legs when necessary. And I had to cook and I had to take care of the kids. That's all I knew.
Wow. So once you turned 18, did you ever go anywhere, Joanne, and you filled out an application and they asked about your immigration status?
Well, when I turned 18, I went and filed for amnesty. When I filed for amnesty, because at this time I'm with the second baby daddy. He's beating me. I'm in and out of mental wards, and I'm dealing with a person that is violent, and I lived in fear. So I went and hid out somewhere where I couldn't come out because fear. When I turned 18, and I filed for the application. They called a sister of mine. I was living somewhere in Orlando, and I didn't get my appointment. To this day, my appointment, they're saying that it's put on hold because I never showed up. I was just missing in action, dealing with everyday trials and tribulations. I never made it to that appointment. Because I never made it to that appointment, it caused a lot of delays for me.
After that, did you ever try to seek legal assistance? Because I'm assuming you had never been in trouble and you just living. Did you ever try to get you an attorney to assist you, or maybe go to one of those Catholic organizations that help?
Okay. Well, okay. After I filed for the application for amnesty at 18 years old, and they called my sister, they never called. I never went to the appointment. All I know is 5 years in hiding. I was about 25, 26 years old. Around that time, I lived in fear and hiding because my baby daddy at that time threatened my life, threatened my well-being. So he put so much fear in me because I seen him in action before. So I was just terrified. I just stayed on under the radar. I lived in fear all my life.
So because of your fear, you kind of pretty much was running
Disappeared.
away from your legal status and just disappearing, right?
Yes.
Let me ask you, now you're in Haiti, and can you share with us your current situation in Haiti, because you shared and you went viral? And there's a lot of controversy. I'll let you to clear that up. But share with us currently what your situation is and what led you to share your story with the rest of the world.
Well, when I came to Haiti, I had a few dollars in my pocket. And after being exploited, extorted, people were charging me, overpricing me, giving me the runaround, taking from me. And I'm at my wit's end. I'm like, I need to hurry up and find me some stability. And I knew that Haiti doesn't have jobs. Haiti, I'm looking at the situation at hand. I really don't know my way around. And the locals really mess with people that they are familiar with. They're not going to give a deportee a chance. And by me being a woman, men were throwing their stuff at me, and because of the rape, I I just locked up. I couldn't communicate with nobody as far as dating them. So I got on my knees and I asked God, I said, please, I need help what to do. And the scripture came to me: ask and you shall receive, seek you shall find, knock and it shall be open unto you. And I was messing around with TikTok, and I just decided, I don't know what made me do it. I just decided enough is enough. All my life, I never asked for help. I tried to let my pride lead me, and I try to do things on my own terms. I never seek guidance. And I just said, I'm going to put the video out. Well, immediately after I put the video out, talking to the world, hoping that someone can hear my cry and give me some type of advice, and here I am today.
You came on the internet, I believe, as soon as you posted your video. A lot of people who knew of me and of my story, they were sharing it with me. In a day, I got like 10 shares, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna reach out to her. I'm gonna reach out to her. Let me tell you something, Joanne. Coming into Haiti, sometimes I'm not sure if the people here. Sometimes I start to think it's intentional the way that people brain here is wired, right? People will do things to make quick dollar here in Haiti. You know, that's just their way of hustling. So it's very important now that you're gonna be living here. even when you're on the phone, to learn what the tax of the day, the rate is, to learn things that will help you moving forward so that people will stop taking advantage of you, and you can kind of learn your way around. So
Yeah.
now things are a little better. You've shared your story and you've opened up to social media. Have you gotten any assistance? Do you have a place to live? I mean, what is it like for you today? And one moment, Joanne. Guys, I do have her GoFundMe link. It is in the description. Anyone would like to assist this young lady with finding her a place to live, you guys know finding a place in Haiti is very expensive, and especially coming into this type of situation. Please, in the description, I also have her TikTok link. You can find her on social media. You can message her privately, and I have her GoFundMe link for anyone who would like to assist her as well. Yes. So, what is life like today for you in Haiti?
Well, today, because of TikTok and the GoFundMe that I've started, I got like $700 so far, or well, it probably more now. I'm not sure, but anywho, during that time when I got that deposit, I was so thrilled. There's a neighbor next door that gave rented me a room, so I was fortunate to get the room. Now I'm focused on putting things in that room, such as refrigerator, food, water, because the house don't have no light and it doesn't have no water. So I'm working on those things now. But yeah, I've been able to move.
Mhm. Let me ask you, what are some of your goals as far as what are you going to do? What is it that you think you can do to create a way of just making a living for yourself?
Well, to be honest with you, I really want to relocate. I cannot be in Haiti. It's not my cup of tea. I just want to relocate, especially because of the bloggers that has the locals attacking me now. When I go outside my house, everybody just stare, or they shake their head at me, or they mock me, or they point fingers at me and say, "That's the girl that they were talking about. Yeah, she used to do drugs and she has 75 criminal convictions, this and that." But I never went to jail for nothing major. I went to jail for all misdemeanor crimes, and they were not convicted of. They were thrown out, or some of them was dismissed. I went to jail for sure because, like I said, um, either me defending myself, or perhaps I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time. And far as the record, one of the blogs was talking about where resisting arrest. Resisting arrest is if the officer approach you and you go in combat mode where you're verbally defending yourself. You're resisting because you're not allowing him to put handcuffs on you. You're trying to talk your way out. That's considered resisting. Walking away from an officer is considered resisting. That's why they have resistance with violence and with not violence. And that was thrown out because the officer never came. You have to understand, being in the USA and being a minority and already having priors, anytime the police come into your space, one or two things going to happen. You're going to jail, or they're going to let you go. Sometimes things happen where you can't control it. I go to jail, but I always bond out and I'm always released. And I learn from that lesson. You're never going to see a charge twice. Like I said, I was learning. That's all I can say. I was learning. I'm not a bad person. I don't go out and attack people. All these crimes were done on my property, self inflicted. I didn't attack no one or harm nobody. you know. But
So what they're saying is the mugshots. I'm not even sure how it got to that point, right? But there are different people on social media, and people choose to run their platform the way that they feel. So you were never convicted on anything that you had a mugshot for.
no, I never was convicted, and also I'm not deported for a crime. I'm deported for overstaying my visa. I've been ordered deported since 2004. I was ordered
How
deported
did
off
you have
American
a
soil.
visa when you went at the age of 5? I mean, did your
That's
grandmother not do anything
She
for
didn't
you?
do anything. Nothing. She didn't do anything. She allowed me to go file for myself at 18. By the time I did that, they did send me an interview with my green card installed in it, but I never showed up. I'm hiding under the radar.
Why
I'm going
did you
through
not show up? Did you not think that was
I
important?
was I was I was living with an abusive person where I was physically had to remove myself from that home. And when the appointment came, it came to that address. And I was in a domestic violence shelter, women in distress. So being there, I was focused on my mental state. I was focused on my survival. I was not really thinking about immigration at that point. I just lived in
Do you
fear.
know that? Were you ever told that victim of domestic violence, there's a path that you can get your paperwork even quicker being a victim of domestic violence?
Yes, I actually filed for that, and it's in motion. That's why I got a lawyer. When I was talking to a lawyer, well, my sister was talking to a lawyer for me today, and the lawyer says that it's likely that I might be able to come back because I was a victim of a crime, and I cooperated with the state of attorney office. They approved me, but I'm just having to wait. I'm just here because I believe under the Trump administration, they're pushing people out of the country, whether you have paperwork in motion or being processed. They don't care. They want you gone, and you can go in your country and try to come back at your leisure.
Wow. Do you don't think that anything on your record had anything to do with their decision to return you back to Haiti without due process?
Yeah, but the thing about it is, when you go in front of a judge, they tell you that if you are like if you're convicted of this crime, there's a chance that you can be deported. But at the same time, I was already ordered deported. They were just looking for me. They could never find me because I hid so well. I've been ordered deported since 2004 for not having a visa. And I have a son that's in the military. I never thought that he can file for me. When you're not educated about immigration laws, things
But
have to happen to you for you.
yeah, but Joanne, just to slow it down a little bit. In 2004, you knew that there was an order. Did at any time it ever cross your mind, I needed to slow down? I've had things to happen in my life, and it was my first time. But I knew once God got me out of that situation, I needed to slow down, clear my space, clear my environment, clear my mind, and figure out the right way to live my life moving forward. So in 2004, when you being hit with, hey, we are putting a hold on you, this, and that, and there's a possibility you could be deported. And in 2004, it was a lot more relaxed administration in office where you could have actually went in and got that removed and taken care of. It never really crossed your mind to slow down and take care of that.
At that time, I was being mentally challenged. I was going through a manic stage. I was not mentally stable. I was in and out of mental wards. I just lost my mind. I just allowed depression to get the best of me. I was feeling sorry for myself for all my past mistakes and my lifestyle and my regrets. So I just went blank. I mentally just went blank. I just wanted to die. I had many attempts of suicidal thoughts. I was entrapped in my own head. I'm not gonna lie. I just lost it. I gave up.
Wow. So through this process, you shared you don't have anyone, and you pretty much a loner, right? Who was there helping you to raise your kids, and how many kids did you have in total?
I have 4 kids, and when when okay, this is why I really lost it mentally. My 2 boys were stolen from me, like taken away from me. I gave my sister-in-law permission to help me out because I was going through a situation where I didn't have nowhere to live. I was trying to leave Orlando to transition to Miami, Florida. I told her, "Could you please hold these boys for me? I'll be back for them when I get my place." When I called her back that week, she told me, "Oh, I gave them to their dad, and the dad been running with my kids since my boys were like 4. I think no 3 and 5. They took my boys away, and when that happened, I lost my mind. I lost my mind. I couldn't live no more, and I didn't want to live no more. I lost my mind. I was useless. I didn't care. I just wanted to die. I lost my mind. That's all I could say. When them boys got taken away from me, there was no reason to live. I didn't want nothing but to die. I didn't see my boys again till they were 18, and they didn't recognize me. I didn't recognize them. I lost my
That's
mind.
that's a part of the trauma.
I'm
So
lucky they love me and they still want to be around me and they care about me. But I felt like I failed. I failed as a mom. I failed as a woman. I just needed to feel numb. I just lost my mind. To get back at me for calling the law on him for beating me so much. He stole my kids.
wow.
So I lost my babies.
At
And
that
ever
time,
since then, I had a person. I had a personality disorder. Seemed like I didn't live. I wanted to forget Joanne. I just wanted to be somebody else.
wow. So the boys, did you have girls too? Did you still
My
have
two
the
older girls, my two
girls?
older girls, my two older girls. When one time, when like I told you, my two older girls, I had them till they were like 9, 10, and I went to jail. Immigration held me for like 2 years fighting to get out. I finally get out. The kid where they were living at, they said, "Mom, I'm more comfortable living with these people, so I don't want to force them, so I let them stay."
Girls, they ended up being raised by someone else too. How's your relationship with them today? How's your relationship with your kids today? Are they
Well,
aware you in Haiti? How do they feel about that?
I was so ashamed. I didn't tell nobody I was in Haiti till like the internet told them basically. Like a week ago, everybody started knowing where I was at. I really didn't want to share that with them because I need my kids to be proud of me for once. And I had a business going, Mimi's Kitchen Express home based business. I was doing well for myself, and all of a sudden I get deported. It's like, when is it gonna end? Every time I try to do right, some obstacle come in the way or some downfall or mishappen happens, and I end up back to square one. So I was too ashamed to tell them where I was. I just disappeared.
Wow. Whew. Let's go into the audience and I'm sorry too for making you cry and asking you questions that made you cry. I do apologize. Do you think that maybe finding a counselor to assist you um, during this transition is also imperative for you so that you can get a mental balance through this process?
To be honest with you, I'm healed. The tears are tears of regret, the time that I allowed to pass by, feeling sorry for myself. Once you leave America's soil and you land in Haiti, you get a reality check. You know you have no time to play anymore. Life is different. You see things on a different scale. You see the opportunities ahead and what you are able to do. I want to take my pain and transmute it to helping and saving and keeping other young women from going into my step through what I went through. I want to help people that are traumatized because their parents misusing them to learn that you don't have to go my route. There's a different route. I just want to advise and help and mentor people if I can. Um, I'm not at that stage in my life where, because my kids are grown now. My oldest is 32. My youngest is 25. I managed to hide my dark lifestyle away from them, which I can't say dark lifestyle. My mistakes were always my mistakes. They were never engaged around me. I just want to move on. Basically, I just want to move on, get a new fresh start, and do not look back and do what I have to do because I know feeling sorry for me is not going to get it. Um, Going back and resorting to the negativity is not going to be permissible. I just need to move on, get myself situated, and basically live. I'm happy that I'm not running no more. I'm not paranoid no more. I'm not worried about getting picked up no more. I feel a weight have lifted off me. I just want to be stable. That's why I'm looking to relocate. If I'm when I'm able to relocate,
Given the opportunity, where would you relocate to and why?
well, there's different job placements that I can take in the Bahamas, Mexico, even Brazil, because I have cooking skills. I managed my own business at one time. I love to cook, and if it's not into the cooking skills, I know I can find some type of work to do because I have a lot of work experience on my belt. I just know if I'm able to work, I can save money and I can be stable, and I can make ends meet.
Yes. So where would you think about moving to?
Either Bahamas or Mexico.
Do you have people there that could receive you?
Yes, I do.
You do. Have you spoke with them maybe in a way that they could assist you too in the process of trying to get out of Haiti?
Yeah, I'm working on that. Yeah,
Okay.
we everything is talked about. I just have to basically get the visa situated and be gone.
All right. Seka na music mwen tap di. She needs to get in contact with you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the love, Lucas. Thank you. Over the says, I knew you were going to pick up this story because you believe in second and third chances at redemption, like I do. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Pella, say amen. Hi, Marie from Scott. Hello. Out of many, we are one. And shout out to Haiti, guys, for being qualified. Guys, Port-au-Prince was on fire. How was it for you on your side yesterday on the enchantment? Did you have joy around you in Haiti? Even in the midst of the pain, okay? Did you have some joy around you yesterday?
Who are you
With
talking to, me or your
no, to you. Were there happy
me?
people around you yesterday in Haiti?
I don't get out much. I stay indoors. I don't get out much because before coming to Haiti, I was told Haiti is a type of place if you are too friendly, you can be taken advantage of. And I heard about the kidnappings and all the craziness. People were talking in Florida. So I really, since being in Haiti, I've humbled myself. I've it's like I transformed. I tell people all the time. I joke around. I says, if you want to get your kids straight, send them to Haiti. Haiti will get you straight ASAP.
Oh, wow. Haiti will get anybody straight, right? Marie Nook says, good
Yes.
evening. Good evening. Good evening, Marie Nook. How's it going? Bon bagay, partagez live là, partagez s'il vous plaît. Hi Marie, how do I join? I will share the link, guys, and allow a few of you guys to come in and ask questions respectfully. Um, to come in and ask questions respectfully, guys. I did share it, so if you would like to come in, please come in and ask respectfully. Tom Ford, hi Miss Marie, my love. Hello, Tom Ford, how are you? Zotunes, that's light work, but the other 47 arrests, is it really 47 arrests or is this
Um.
exaggerated?
Yeah. But listen, I don't know if you guys understand the criminal justice system. But it's like, okay, I remember 2004, I got a child neglect with no great harm, meaning I left the kids home alone because I had to go to work. Who else is going to help me? So when that happened, I immediately took probation because the girls in the cell was telling me, if you take
Hold on a
probation.
second. Hold on, Joanna. You said earlier you had never been convicted of any of this. So you had been
Okay, no, I said
convicted.
yeah, in 2004 I was convicted for child neglect because
So you
it
were
was not a
convicted.
conviction like I went to trial. I just told the judge, please give me probation. I need to get home to get to my kids. Anyway, I took the probation. They gave me 2 years probation. Every 3 months it was a violation, whether it was for what do you call it when you violate technical violation. I kept violating. That's not showing up to court. I kept violating warrants for not showing up to court. That's probably what the accumulation was. But they're not deportable because they're non-violent charges. That's what I was trying to break down to the people that were trying to accuse me of being deported because of my criminal activities. If that was the case, I would have been deported a long time ago.
So now with probation, it comes with it will not be on your record if you successfully complete it. You did
Yes.
not successfully complete it, and you had several, where you
Technical
had
charges where
technical. So what ended up happening with that? Did you end up having to do some county jail time? What was the final result of that?
I think when they keep taking you in for violation of probation, they accumulated how many times they're taking you in, and they credited you time served and took the probation off my belt, and I was free to go without no more probation.
And it was a misdemeanor.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So, I'm not sure, guys, about 47, but sometimes people will, but I don't know
I
what.
think it's more like 21. I think it's more like 21 because my sister even counted them. My sister says like 21. But like I said, we live and we learn.
Sure, you make
I
mistakes.
can't go back. I can't go back. I was not a rebel. I was not a hoodlum. I was not a street bandit. I was just an individual dealing with her own mental battles and her own adversaries within. I was just going through it, the motion. And I was like in a bad, I had bad people around me. I met guys that would beat me. I had to defend myself. I met guys that steered me in the wrong path. I lost a lot of time. I was never in a good relationship.
Do you think that in a way, maybe the way you were leading life, you were attracting these bad people into your environment?
Yes, I realized that. Yes, because you attract who you are. Like I was thinking like, oh yes, I'm in Haiti. But just because you move cities, if you bring that same person to the city, ain't nothing going to change for you. That's why I took it upon myself to cleanse myself, purify myself, and get myself mentally stable and be alone for a while. And I took the lack of not having because I felt like it was a way for me to understand what I took advantage of, what I allowed, to go on. So trust me, today I'm not making those same mistakes. I'm not quick to be vulnerable and quick to make decisions based on what's handed to me. I really think about things now. I really am grateful for things now. I see life differently now.
Awesome.
Because for one thing, when I came into Haiti, I seen the pile of trash. I seen my people pushing buggies and water on their head. That broke me down. I said, Father, all this time I wasted, I could have been helping and doing resources, and I regret a lot of things, but I can't take it back. All I could do is pick up from where I left and try to move on with the information that I'm getting and the help and the support and do better and make better decisions. If I keep on piggybacking on what I did to get here, I'll never maneuver to what I need to become.
Very true. Will her kids be able to file residency for her? Do you think that your kids will be able to file residency for you?
The lawyer that I spoke to today says there's a possibility that my son could bring me back because there's a military law that states that if you have a parent that's deported or immigrant, that you can file for paperwork for them because of your military status. So the lawyer is going to do a background check and we go see where I went wrong at, and he's going to try to find a waiver to dismiss the deportation and file see if my son can file for me. He's more than willing. It's just that I just have to go through step by step.
Hmm.
But to be honest with you, I don't want to return back to America. Yes, it has the pavement streets that I like. Yes, it has Central Air stores that I prefer. Yes, it has the Amazon, the Sheen, and all the stuff that I want and like. But guess what? America, at my age right now, I don't have a retirement set up where I'm gonna be working at McDonald's till I'm 80. My country is the best country because it offers you entrepreneurship. It allows you to establish yourself. It doesn't judge you according to your grade level or your pedigree. It goes. They treat you as an individual. Like if you have the money to invest in a product and you're willing to stand on the street corner and sell it and become a millionaire off that, you have the opportunity. When I was in America, to file for my LLC, I had to pay every year. I had to renew it. Then I had to pay taxes. Then I had to pay
Hold on,
for the.
you don't know Haiti all the way, Joanne. The minute you get on the scale where they see you doing something that's positive, they're gonna pull up on you and make you pay taxes. You're gonna have to file that LLC or legalize
Oh,
your business. So a lot of people think Haiti is lawless, but Haiti is not lawless as a lot of people think, okay? Because I even had to recognize my YouTube channel as a business because if you are doing certain things, you're gonna have to let l'État, right, the government know who you are and where are you getting this income from. So there's a lot of corruption which leads people to think that Haiti is lawless, but please do not run with that. Haiti is li konsa pou paske gen an pil moun ki pap jere anyen nan peyi ya. Men kou wap jere yon bagay ki serye nan peyi ya, the law of the land will apply. But yes, you're right. You do have an opportunity here, especially you on the north side. I'm not sure, how it is, but you have an opportunity here to start your life over without being judged.
yeah.
hmm But how come after all these years she never married someone to get her papers?
When you had bad experiences since the age of 7 with men, you tend to become an alpha dominant woman and you feel like you can do everything on your own. You don't depend on men to do certain things for you or with you. And I just didn't think that route. Sometimes while I'm sitting in my room in Haiti, I think about it. Why didn't I get married? I had a lot of proposals. Why didn't I do it? Like I said, I just made a lot of stupid mistakes and I had a lot of delays. I was not thinking straight.
Wow. Millennia, hi, how's it going? The chosen one, hello, how's it going? Zotun, think I asked you that already. Kikonde, thank you so much for the compliment. The chosen one says, this still happens today. I met a young lady with a similar story. She is so strong. She moved into a domestic violence shelter to get away from him. She feared him because he had more money. Miss Ketley says, good evening, my sister. Glad you have her as a guest. Thank you. Pepla says they've been brainwashed. Willing says good evening. Zotun, people are asking if you have a son in the military. Is he helping you financially?
Well, I didn't. I don't really want to force my kids or push onto my kids to do anything for me. If they hand me something, I would be grateful, but it's not something that I'm obligated to receive. You know, a lot of Haitians feel like when they struggle with their kids are supposed to take care of them. Me, I didn't raise my kids. Remember, the dad stole them from me and ran off with them, and I didn't meet them till they were 18 years old. Yes, since being in their life at 18, I've made a lot of accomplishment, and I've tried to buy their love and, get a relationship with them. But they don't hate me. It's just that it's just a little time. We are healing.
Yes, which is understandable. You guys know how it is with repairing your relationship. And as she mentioned, I think any one of us can understand that because of the absence in the kids' lives. That could be a lot of trauma too from their side and their point of view. So it's better to not try to rush the kids and put on too much responsibility on them and allow them to come around on their own. Est-ce que li parle créole? Oui, nous parler créole, nous c'est haïtienne. Darlene says a lot of children found themselves in that situation when they come to America young. I was listening to a young man who did a reaction, and the reaction was specifically on you, how you had not built anything in Haiti, and yada, yada, yada. Guys, I want you guys to understand it is different when someone travel out of Haiti at the age of 25 and older, and they go in search of life, either maybe if it's a parent or somebody that travel with them. It really is different than when you leave out of Haiti at a very young age. Now, there's no excuse to live your life the wrong way, but your understanding of life itself is very different. Your understanding of the reality of Haiti is very different. So, in her situation, I could see why she didn't make certain decisions because, first off, she was taken to America by her grandma, but her grandmother did not teach her much about Haiti, and we hear, um, what she did teach her. So I don't know. We have a little thing in the background. Is it? Does someone else have the live playing near somewhere? I have an echo on your side. Jersey says, how come U.S. news media, how saying she got deported for immigration fraud, she was a citizen, somehow they revoke her citizenship, then they deported her. Do you know anything of that?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I don't know anything about being Haitian. I mean, being a citizen, and I got no. I know.
Right. Gina Turner, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Good job, Marie. Thank you so much. Nina Rodney, thank you for tuning in. It is hard. I went there for my first time in 2012 as an American born member of the Haitian diaspora. I saw a lot of tough things, especially in Port-au-Prince. Nina said, I think if she comes straight and accept her failures would be the first step in healing and getting better. This is the only way
Yes.
to move forward.
Yes.
Um, Zotun say, how old is the youngest?
He's 25.
World Cup qualified. Do you think maybe it was the best decision for your son to be with their dad? That's a
I didn't make
question.
that decision. He stole them from me, and because I was undocumented and I could not fight the system, I went to court several times. They gave us joint custody, but when it was time for him to get the kids, he would never bring them back. And I couldn't financially keep running and chasing after him to the point where I just accepted his him running I just accepted it. I couldn't do it no more. I got lawyers. I did everything. I emptied out my bank account, going back and forth to Orlando, trying to fight for them. And the judge gave me and him custody, and he still violated the order.
Wow. Miss Chantel says it is obvious that this woman didn't grow up under the best of circumstances and she made some mistakes. We shouldn't be too judgmental towards her because we haven't walked in her shoes, and that is right. I agree. Jackson, Florida says, hello, my favorite lady. You are a very smart woman. You could be the best interviewer woman of the year. Thank you. Zotun says, Joanne, to get support, you have to take some accountability. That's why people are facts verifying your story and discrediting you. Now, listening to you, you accept some accountability. Do you accept some accountability even with things which took place with you while you were in America? Some of your decision making. Can you say
Yes.
that some things that happened to me, I played a role in it too?
Life is about choices. I chose wrong because I was being a rebel. I was hurt, so I just lived a destructive life just so I won't face reality. I understand where I fell short at. I allowed my pain and suffering to take over my um I just let pain and suffering take over my best judgment. I agree. I do take accountability. But what I'm saying now is all that happened to me for a reason. What can't kill you will make you stronger. I have to move on. I can't keep getting backlash and keep repeating and keep being reminded of who I was because that's who I was. It's not who's standing here today. This is the most love that I've gotten in my life on social media throughout this situation that I got myself into. This is the most person ever cared. I grew up with a grandmother that was so money hungry and into her business and her in her life that if I was to break a leg, she'll like get over it. What you want me to do? You got the other leg. I never had this much love and empathy and support and guidance. Since being on social media, I've met some wonderful people that would just here and there, like text me and, pray with me and tell me that they love me. I have a special lady that I just met on social media. She's coming to visit me just to show me the other parts of Haiti. And I've had some great people. Like sometimes I just cry, but God says that I have to put myself in a place where I feel like I deserve this love. For a long time, I didn't allow no one to love me. I did things in secretly. Everything that I did was in secretly. If you see all the videos that the bloggers are posting, I was in the privacy of my own home, venting and crashing out by myself. I never knew that the world would judge me today on them. But I am grateful that I'm open to friendship. I'm open to knowledge. I'm open to mentorship. I'm open to guidance because before I was a rebel, I wanted to do things my way and there was no other way to do it. And I'm glad that I realized before it was too late, I was in self-destructive mode.
Zotun says, by the way, I had sent you $50 in your
Thank
GoFundMe
you.
3 days ago.
I appreciate you. I thank you. When you send money in GoFundMe, they give you a name of the people that send the money. I wanted to do a post thanking them, but then I didn't want to out them. So GoFundMe allows me to put a heart or say thank you. I've been going down the line thanking everybody because, to be honest, nobody owes me nothing. As far as I'm concerned, if somebody give you $20, that's a blessing because the American government has went through a shutdown recently, and is a crisis over there with the food prices are going up, the rent prices are going up, the gas prices are going up, and the lack of work, because they have AIs doing most of the work for them. So they're laying a lot of people off. And I am so grateful you took time out of your busy schedule to come entertain me, even though most of the situation I'm in is self inflicted.
Wow. You guys, please, in any way that you all can, please support, help her to get her life together here in any way that you can. As you guys know, a dollar is a huge help because we didn't send you to work for that, and it's just from the kindness of your heart. If you check in the description, you're gonna see her GoFundMe link. Also, I was gonna say, Zotum, maybe you can share it, but I'm on here, and I don't think on here I have you as a moderator. But yes, if any of my moderators they have it, they can also share it. Anything will help her. What do you see yourself doing in the meantime in Haiti? Could you teach English? Is there anything that you envision giving of yourself to the community while you're here?
Well, I was thinking because I'm going to meet up with this lady in a week, and she says that she's going to show me some things that I could be doing. So I'm waiting for her to come and we can have a meeting. I've had some job propositions in cooking and managing restaurants and hotels. So I'm going to soon be doing that. But my thing is, as a humanitarian, I'm basically focused on if all this bad publicity don't mess me up, I would like to go to the schools and see how the schools are ran, if the kids are having lunch, or if I can tutor some kids, because I know in America they have Spanish, French options in school, but because this is already a French speaking country, I would offer my services as an English speaking help to the kids in school. But I would first have to get someone that's over that to open that door for me. That's why I'm always posting videos explaining myself, because I don't want my past to determine my future. I do not want anything that I've dealt with in my past to make me look like a big bad monster. And it never was that case. I'm a whole grandmother. My grandbaby's 10 years old, and I wouldn't hurt no kid. I wouldn't hurt nobody. I'm very humble. I'm very respectful. It's just that when I'm attacked by um, people that attacked me, I didn't know the proper way of going about it. But through help with my therapists that I've had in the past, they've taught me about the fight or flight method and the breathing methods, and how to just walk away and don't really defend myself, because 9 out of 10, when somebody feels something about you, you can't convince them otherwise. And
Yeah.
through Maria's help, she's been counseling me and helping me cope with disruptions on the internet. Like, I have a video that called the bloggers Male mean stink peasant. I didn't refer to them as, I was not referring to the audience or to my supporters or to people. I was referring it to one blogger specifically that called me out of my name, cussed my mother's guts,
But listen,
and it
I
really.
tell you, don't forget your thoughts, but social media grants anyone the opportunity to get on here. I have trolls There's nights I come on and people are saying all kind of things. You're gonna have to grow tough skin, especially on the platform you're at, TikTok. Like,
Yeah.
my people on YouTube are a lot more conservative, but TikTok is just, they're just wilding out. And understand that these people really, they do not know you personally, and they're just passing their judgment, right? Please do not allow what people have to say to disturb you. Like,
Yeah.
I myself being in that same situation, having been returned, I'm just one track minded. And I focus on the people who see the best in me, who support, and that want to see me do better moving forward. And those are the people like I put in my bosom, I communicate with, I listen to, I take advice from. People have done all sorts of reaction videos, and I would not reply. You guys know on my platform, like you, I'm very, very patient, and I have control of myself too as a woman. You can say whatever you want. I choose what I watch. You choose what you respond to. And I don't want you to respond to people that are saying negative and bad things about you, especially knowing that these things are going to disturb you emotionally. That's not what you need. You are in a position right now, it's really heavy. And even though us being returned is our fault, but it's still hard. Being away from your family, being away from things that you're familiar with, and you're still human. I'm human. If you pinch me, I will still bleed. If I pinch you, you will still bleed. You cry, you laugh, you smile. You are still human. So I'm here to share with you and to keep you above at all time. Focus on your platform. Share with your people. Hey, this is what a day is like. Share whatever you want to share and just focus on
Yes.
the brand. Everybody have a way of making money on their platform, and maybe their platform surround around doing reaction. That's how they make money. And people are entitled to respond to me, you, however they want to, but it doesn't
Yeah.
make it your opinion is a fact. So I don't want you, because
Yeah.
guys, she had went in a state of like really bad depression, not going out. And I'm like, you're still a woman. I want you to get up, shower, pull your hair back. I want you to smile. Like when she came on screen and I saw her smiling, I'm like, smile again. I'm like, I'm sure people are going to be happy to see that. And I know in your situation it's hard to smile, but you have to smile. And the only thing you could do, Joanne, is do better from now on. When I think about how quick Haiti straightened us out, right?
Hmm.
I start saying, well, maybe a lot more people should be deported, like on a Biden program, maybe for like a 2 year thing. Like, I'm deporting you for 2 years, and then I'm gonna bring you back and see if I'm gonna have a different person in America, right? So it's gonna be okay. Don't worry about people. These people are not helping you anyways. Don't allow them to break you.
No, I realize that now. But that was just a quick reaction, and I'm understanding my position now, and I'm not gonna let nobody beat me out of my cool again. It was just a test. I felt it, but I didn't say it from my heart. I said it out of anger, frustrating, and God had to remind me what the journey is, what the mission is. The mission is not to go piggyback and talk back and respond back to negativity. It is to override negativity and to push forward and to find soul tribe, find your team, find your networking audience, find the people that's going to push you in a better position. Because I had enough of the negative. I had enough of the negative people. That's all I entertained all my life. And now I'm in a position that my sister and me never talk. We're talking more. um my kids, they call me, they can't financially support me because they have high bills, because they live over their means, but they're involved now. People are listening to me now. I'm not just that spot on the wall. I'm making a name for myself. People are proud of me that I am stepping up, and I'm not just taking this sitting down. I got on social media and express what I've went through, and that was hard. A lot of people are, congratulating me for having the courage, and I appreciate that.
Yeah. And just as Miss Kaylee says, it's best she stay quiet. Stay quiet. And
Yes.
that is what I share with her too, Miss Kaylee. Sometimes just stay quiet and just be observant. Melbourne,
Yes.
thank you so much for the 1999 super chat. Thank you so much for your support of life in Haiti. Thank you. It's best to stay quiet, ignore the hate. Guy says, "Hi, Miss Marie. Great job. God bless you." Told her, "Don't get discouraged." I would like you to tell her that God can change everything,
Everything.
and God can and will change anyone. The main thing is recognizing the path that we've taken is not good and making the decision to change that path. That's all
Yes.
to do. Any last words, Joanne, you'd like to share? Anything that you think
Okay. Yeah.
you could share? How is it adjusting in Haiti? I mean, how is it adjusting? How are you enjoying the food? I mean, tell me something good. That was something good, even in my pain. I liked it. Tenez griot, malgré griot
Well,
parler même, you know?
well, the thing about it is the area that I moved into. One thing about Haitian people, even if you come in and you can't relate to them, they love new people. They embrace me. I feel like I don't have parents. I feel like I gained a mother. I have an old lady that I can go to and tell her if I have a pain. She makes tea for me. I have young men that knows that I'm not used to carrying water. They carry water for me. It's like it's a network. If you live in the neighborhood, they take you as family. They're a little shocked about the videos and they've been isolated. But today, one lady came and talked to me. She says, "I'm sorry for what you went through." She was shocked that I got raped, and I feel loved in Haiti. I'm not alone. Like a lot of the people that are speaking against me, they're more Haitian people want to see the best for you. They're like schooling me, like they're being hard on me because they expected better for me. They expected me to go to America and after 42 years coming back as a diaspora, not a deportee. They're just a little bitter because I made all the wrong choices. They're very particular about their name. Haiti is a resilient country. We fought to have the first country of independence. We have so much pride in ourselves. How dare me go to America and make a mockery out of our name? So that's what I'm getting from the feedback. I really, really embarrassed Haiti. So now that I've done that, I want to make up. I'm just asking the population, the PEP, could you please allow me to make up from where I made a mistake at? I have a little more time before I'm an old woman. Let me pick up from where I left, from what I've done. Let me get fix things so I can help better my country. I can help pursue an entrepreneurship that'll help the massive. I can't do it if I'm always being attacked. Just give me a chance. I apologize. That's all I can say. I can't make excuses because there's really no excuse, because my kids grew up in rough situations, but they managed to finish high school. One is in the military. My daughter didn't have children at an early age. My other daughter is in California, stable and doing well for herself. So there's no excuse. Hard times supposed to make better times. I just got stuck in the system where I just wanted to numb myself. Well, I can use all those negative things that I did for a positive output today.
Definitely. Yes, you can. Are you still in Cap Haitian?
Yes, I'm in Cap Haitian, but I'm not going to be here for so long because, like I said, I didn't have no options. I didn't have no propositions. I've been meeting some wonderful, strong women of God that's been mentoring me over the phone. And hopefully, I would be somewhere else because I'm a girly girl and I gained all this weight from just sitting around not doing nothing. I plan on going to the gym
I told
to
you to
start a
walk.
gym class. Huh?
I told you to walk around the neighborhood.
Yes, I plan on doing that because thanks to TikTok, everybody knows me. I got on the transportation camionet they call it. All the guys were like, "That's her. That's her. That's the girl on TikTok."
So
So
he,
they didn't they made me feel uncomfortable, but I'm known now, so I'm safe. So I'm just
I'm
gonna use
not
that to
gonna
my
like, you
advantage.
know, I don't see, I'm not gonna say because you've had bad experiences, but Haitian people, Joanne, are not violent like people think. Like I've had it where I'm somewhere and they recognize me as the young lady from YouTube, and most of the time they're just staring at me. They don't know how to approach me. And rarely will you find that someone in Haiti is going to like just attack you for no
Yeah.
reason, you know?
Yeah.
I know that things happen and people around the world, they have this idea in their mind of how Haitian people are, but believe me, they may hear it, they may say whatever they want to say, but I don't want you to put in your mind that like Haitian people are gonna come protest in front of your door. They're gonna come trying to hurt you because of what
Yeah.
vloggers are saying. I don't foresee our people being that way. Okay, now everyone is entitled to their opinion, and they may have an opinion that's not something that you would like. But for them to actually like come and hurt you, I don't foresee Haitian people doing that. Yeah, that's just, I don't see that at all. Okay, don't worry yourself. Hi, Rudy. How's it going? As long as you don't mess with anyone, they won't bother you. Rudy B, she's another YouTuber too. She's tuned in. Thank you. That's true. As long as you don't mess with people here, you're gonna have to do a lot. And most of the time,
Yeah.
you're gonna find people to protect you. Like be
Yeah.
like, "Kite damna, palme deal," or whatever. It's gonna always be someone
Yeah.
that's trying to balance it out. Try not to let things frustrate you where you get upset, because Haitian people now, they're very slow. Like coming from the States, we want to move fast. Time is of an essence, right? But with them, you might be driving behind them and they'll stop in the middle of the road and be talking to their homeboy, and and you like, I got an emergency, right? And you over here cussing and doing the most, and they're just looking at you like, God madam, no, God figure, So you just have to have a lot of patience, but don't live in fear. Don't be like hiding.
Yeah.
Stop thinking that, and stop watching those vlogs. Don't allow people to share them with you. You don't want to hear about that. You know yourself better than anyone else. And this is why I wanted to bring you to Life in Haiti so that you can get the opportunity to share your story and people can hear it from your mouth. Any last
Yes.
words you like to share before we go?
No, I'm just grateful I had the opportunity to explain. And another thing, that's why I'm glad I started a TikTok so I can break it down to my brothers and sisters of Haiti that certain mental disabilities do not mean crazy. Some people might suffer from depression, bipolar. They up one day and down one day, depending on their environment or the scenario. PTSD is from trauma. You know, you know, it's nothing to do with crazy. They label all those mental health symptoms as being crazy. I don't have a temper. I'm not vulgar. I'm not going to attack nobody. Some days I just isolate because of I don't know, my brain don't get enough. I forgot the name of that word that my medicines usually give me.
uh,
Huh?
uh, what is it?
Yeah,
Uh,
my brain don't get it by itself. Um, it's in the tip of my tongue. But
to make you
somebody out there,
happy. It's like,
yeah, I don't
is
get
it
enough of that, and
is it
I have to
dopamine?
force. I have Yeah, dopamine. So what
Dopamine.
I do on things that make me happy, literally, is cooking, helping people, dressing up, doing things that are positive. As soon as negative things happen, I go downward. Yeah, thank you.
That's
Yeah,
some
I
positive.
go backwards. Yeah. But I'm more of a threat to myself, not to people. I'm not gonna harm people, not gonna attack people. I just isolate and I deal with it my way. But being here in Haiti, I don't have time to be depressed because there's too much going on around me. I should be grateful. So I've not had a situation where I'm overly depressed, except for when the bloggers kept going back and forth on my story and putting words in my mouth. And but after speaking to you, it gave me a lift. I understand that's part of the task. That's part of this the TikTok lifestyle. So if I don't want to be a TikToker, I need to just get off their platform and politely maneuver and elsewhere. But as long as I am on the platform getting these much virals, people are going to look into me wondering why. Maybe I can piggyback off her stories and become viral as well. And I look at it as if I'm doing them a favor because man, most of them are monetized. So if they're getting paid to talk about me, I gotta let them. At least they can share the money.
Now I don't know about that, but definitely that's why you just don't want to zoom in on that. Now, as far
Mm-mm.
as like when you share our community, assume any mental health is crazy. Keep in mind there is a lack of knowledge here. When we say lack of
Yeah.
education, it's not just the ABCs or how to form a sentence. No, it's not just that. But them not knowing, a lot of people in Haiti don't even acknowledge depression,
Not
right?
all.
Because there's a lot of people who are raising depressed children and they don't recognize that in their child. There's a lot of
Mm-mm.
people in Haiti who are traumatized and depressed themselves, men and
Mm.
women. They do not recognize that. And the first thing, we equate that to either the voodoo or, jablas is
Possession.
oh, yeah, yes, right. So when you deal with a lot of people here, it's not, I don't want you to go around feeling superior or anything, but understand that you're dealing with someone that you may have to sit down, just like you just shared, sit down and teach them. And just as I shared with you, you're going to have a community that's gonna help you. Remember, I was telling you, you're gonna have little kids. They're gonna want to help you. You know, like
Yes.
they're gonna come around. They're gonna see you in need of water or whatever. They're gonna come and help you fetch water. You're gonna have
Mm-hmm.
somebody that check on you some way, somehow,
Yes.
you know? And
Yes.
that's one thing that's we don't talk about that often about our people because we're too busy portraying our people as such demonically evil, and you just
Mm-hmm.
can't deal with, of course everyone have their defaults. We know Haitian people have them, but um for the most part, living around them, especially you in the countryside, girl, soon they're gonna be bringing you banan,
Oh, they
lamb.
already do. Yeah.
They're gonna be bringing
Yeah.
you stuff from the garden. If you don't be
It's
careful,
it's
you're
it,
gonna be fatter.
yeah, I know. There's another thing I forgot. I'm glad I came here. To be honest,
You
I've never felt so free because I kept having a dream. I got to go to the country. I got to go and find peace. It was too fast for me. It was too easy to be offered the wrong route. Here is so at peace. I see butterflies. I can see the stars now. They're in the States. I could never see the stars. The
you can feel like you can touch them, right? It's like we're close.
Yeah, there's benefits of being here for me mentally, to be honest with you, because even at my worst, I feel blend in. I feel like I'm around my people. I don't have to wear the lashes. I don't have to wear the clothing. We all in sandals, muddied feet. We all just happy. We share a meal later on. Like it's days that I didn't have nothing to eat. My neighbor would come knock on the door, bring us plate food from like because they know I'm the new girl in town. I don't have much, so they'll come bring food. But I want to be in a position where I can provide the food and they cook it. I want to
Yeah,
be in a position where I can help out. Yeah,
whenever you have, don't be selfish.
no,
Always
because they
share
took
with
me
the
in when I
little
didn't have
kids.
nothing.
Yeah, share with the little
Yes,
kids too that fetch
yeah,
water. And yeah, just do good and you will be just fine.
yes. I'm just hoping that, but I still got to travel. 'Cause I got to work. I got to work. That's my main thing, bringing in income or figuring
You
out a way
share
to
you
bring
enjoy
income.
cooking. You share you enjoy cooking. I don't know, maybe there's some way somewhere maybe you can start selling wings or something. Just
Yeah,
start
I'm
small,
working on the
like
connection. I'm
doing
working.
doing doing it just American style, and
Mm-hmm.
somewhere keeping it clean and also service with a smile and bringing people
Yes.
to you. If cooking brings you peace, even on your TikTok, I would surround my TikTok with cooking. A lot of people that
Yes.
I follow, that's what they do, and cooking brings them peace. So everything you cook, film it, share it with people, and
Yeah.
people will
That's
follow
coming.
and enjoy that too.
Yeah. Once
And
I
you
get
can
stable,
also, listen,
huh?
you can also be sharing, doing your TikTok while you out there selling and interacting with people.
Yes, that's coming. I just got to get a stand, to hold the phone up. Then I have to get tables. Then I have to learn where they go get the meat from.
God is
All that
gonna
takes
bless you
money.
with all that. Listen, just trust Him. I came into Haiti
Yes.
in your same, if not worse. Just trust Him. And I tell you,
Mm.
be aware of your environment, stay focused, and trust God, and everything is gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Of course, I'm pretty sure people who are watching, they know that for you to have a small business, you're gonna
Uh-oh.
need some equipment, and you don't have certain things. And slowly but surely, God is gonna bless you with those things and more.
Yes. In due time. Hopefully, when you guys do a checkup on me in 90 days,
Sure.
I will be
My
doing
house is
something
your
more
house.
productive.
You're welcome here at any time, and definitely, I will be doing an update to share with people how you're doing. And with my phone line, it's always open. If you're feeling down, you need someone to grab you out of it. I am that friend that will do
Yes.
that.
Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it.
You're welcome, Joanne. And I thank you so much for coming on the show. You guys, please show her some support. I do notice one person have already donated through the live. Thank you guys so much for your support. And thank you,
Thank
Joanne,
you.
for being here with us. Tell your friend
Thank
I said
you.
thank you for allowing you to use the internet for
Yes.
us.
Yes. Actually, I'm going to talk about to come here to study and start doing some type of something in here because the place is nice and got lighting, got Wi-Fi. It's a radio station, an old radio station. See what he tells me because this will be a nice place to come and work.
Awesome. You never know. Just
Yeah,
be
you never
careful,
know.
man, please, because you don't
Okay.
have the best of luck, Joanne. Don't mislead these guys. Like my whole team is men, but luckily I have not had a bad experience. But one thing
Mhm.
about me, I have a way with the guys, and there are certain conversations I do not have. So just
Mhm.
be very, very
Yeah.
careful, okay, to
But
protect
since my experience, I deal with men that have wives and older men. Like this man, he's a lawyer.
yeah.
He just helping me out because he sees like I don't know nobody, and he sees that I'm motivated to do something productive. So he'll give me advice legally. Because he took me to go do ID. He took me to go get my birth certificate.
Oh,
He's teaching
awesome.
me the ropes. He's a lawyer. He just left. He told me that stay as long as I want, just lock up and leave. But I have to go. 'Cause I'm scared to be in the dark in Haiti by myself.
All right, and I'm not gonna keep you too long. Thank you
Okay.
so much. I'm sure the whole audience is thankful you stopped by and shared your story. Go ahead and make it home and call me and let me know you made it home safely.
Okay. Thank you so much, Marine. Thank you
You're
for
welcome.
having me.
You're
Bye.
welcome. Bye bye, baby. Bye bye. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys, everyone's story is not perfect, and everyone have not had a perfect life. I am so thankful today for the person that I have become, and I am one that should and cannot ever judge anyone. Maybe I did less and someone else did more. It doesn't matter. God can still use us. Please be a blessing to her, guys. I don't think if you donate $1, that's too little so that she can find her way in Haiti. And one of your biggest blessings, too, is to keep her in your prayer when you say a prayer. I know, especially with this journey, it has been the prayers of many of you guys that have kept me and that have kept the team. So I just want to continue to thank you guys. Tonight was really great. I thank you guys for being respectful, as I know you guys would. I love you guys so much. Be kind to yourself, be kind to one another, and don't forget to be the change that you want to see. And if you've been watching and have yet to like, please share. This young lady's story went viral, but with everything that's happening, I have not seen anyone to invite her herself to their platform and allow her to share her story. Today, she had the opportunity. Please share it with others so that more people can get to hear from her story, guys. Thank you guys so much. Till next time. Love you guys. Have a blessed night.